a group of girls and we were all single, and they kind of liked to go out to the bars and hope to meet somebody in the bar, and I just couldn't see that happening. And then I seen an advertisement for eHarmony, and they had a special offer on. It was 3 months for like $30. And I thought, okay, I'll join that there.
I tried dating through friends and acquaintances that I've met throughout just daily life. That never worked out for me. I'm not that type of guy that can go just meet somebody and ask them out. Rather reserved, so I knew online was better for me.
And then it was a Sunday evening, and I was sitting in my mom's lanai, and I was on eHarmony, my last page, and I thought, I wanted this to end. It's not working, it's not great. And I clicked onto the page and I was getting ready to hit cancel. So I would cancel the subscription, and I didn't.
I had gone on and off eHarmony probably 2 or 3 times, and it was a weekend, and I got another one of the special offers from eHarmony and said, hey, 3 months for the price of 1, go ahead and sign up. So it was a Sunday, and I decided, okay, I'll give it a shot one more time. And then I signed up for 3 months.
I kind of got this weird little feeling, and I thought, give it another day, one more day, and we'll see. We'll decide by tomorrow.
I'd signed up, and as soon as I finished putting my credit card details, my first 7 matches arrived. And the first one was this girl named Christina. And so I have a process to go through, because it's usually knock them down and just go for the next 7 the next day. And it got stopped in my tracks. I said, wait a minute. Read the bio, and it was like, I couldn't hit the let's start communicating now button on eHarmony fast enough.
When I logged in again, the first thing I seen was John's picture, and he was my first match. It was after that we started emailing back and forth through eHarmony.
My life has never been the same since the time I put in the details to resubscribe to eHarmony.
We were due to set up a date, our first date, for in the first week of August, and we couldn't meet up that week because I was going on a cruise with the girls. And even when I went on the cruise with the girls, I kept thinking about John.
Started talking, and everything just fell into place, and the conversations just clicked.
Every picture that I'd seen of John, when we were talking on eHarmony and everything, and emails back and forth, he always seemed really quite reserved, and was like smiley things. And then when we met at Channelside, I got there a little bit earlier, and then I see John, and he's got his Jimmy Buffett Margaritaville t-shirt on, his shorts, and his sneakers.
Yeah.
And it was just nice and relaxed, and it was great. It was so lovely. But I seen your t-shirt,
yeah,
and I seen your sticky legs, and then I seen probably what has to be the most gorgeous smile I've ever seen before in my entire life.
Yay!
And
it was
just,
mine, right?
Yes, it was yours.
Yay!
And it was just so welcoming. I knew everything was going to be great.
I was fascinated by the accent. I'm like, okay, you've got to both listen to what she's saying and hear the accent, and not just go, wow, can you just keep talking?
You did well though. You seemed to understand what I was saying.
Yeah, I had to concentrate twice as much as I normally would, and Irish people have their own language. It's they've got about 10 slang words for every one of ours, and I've got a book. It's this thick about the all things Irish. It's like a beginner's guide to understanding Irish people, and yeah, there's an amazing amount of words they have, and they all are completely different words that mean exactly the same thing, and they use them in completely different contexts. So
He does well though.
I'm still learning to this day. At least once a week I get a new word that's like, huh? What? Because you'll be listening, and bam, new word. Well, hold on. What was that again?
And it was in September, and I remember we had gotten out of the hot tub, and I was getting dried, and he was in doing something in the kitchen area, and I just remember thinking, I don't want to go home. And I was watching him, and he had no idea. He was just cleaning dishes and doing normal stuff, and the dog was running around, and he had no idea, and I was just watching him quietly and thinking, I think I love him.
It's just I felt like I knew her for years. Just the fact that if you look at it on a calendar, we hadn't known each other that long, but the way we would be around each other and the way we would have a conversation and just within each other's presence, it was so natural that I had known her for years.
We'd spoken about it for a while, whether we want, about getting married and things, and it was always in the future. It was always in the future. And then we had gone on a cruise in February, a little miniature cruise. It was the last day at sea, and we were in a bar up in the very top of the ship. There was a lady in front of us with her boyfriend, and they were all happy and lovey-dovey and cute and cuddly. And John was sitting beside me, and he goes, "Oh, I think they're newlyweds." And I said, "I don't think they are. I can only see like one ring on her finger." And I realized then that she was engaged, so I give him a kick in the shin. I was like,
I wanted to do something epic. My main goal when I first started thinking about it was I want her to look down at her hand, look at her ring, and have a memory that she'll never forget. I wanted there to be a story that she'd want to share with anybody that'll listen. And I said, I need to do this and make it so surprising and so amazing that it's a story to be told for forever.
Little did I know he was already planning. And it was, we booked a cruise on the Allure of the Seas, the biggest cruise ship in the world. We got our dream room on the very top of the ship, and this was in May. We were there, it was all exciting, and he was really weird before. He was really quiet and weird and sneaky, and he's never normally that sneaky.
6 months of planning to get all this done. I had picked out a stone, picked out a setting, done everything. And for anybody that knows Christina, she put the FBI to shame with her skills in figuring things out. You can't put anything over on her, she's going to figure it out. I had to do this all without her finding out any bit of it. So I had the circle of trust of people that I kept at certain times. I would let more people know because I needed some help pulling all this off. And I had managed to get all the way to the end, and there's a few slip-ups that she realized after the fact I told her that I had done. But I managed to get the ring, get the setting, get everything planned. I was very, very secretive about the whole thing. And it was the most nervous I think I've ever been in my life.
So Tuesday morning comes, and I get up super early in the morning, and he's still asleep. And I'm thinking, oh God, what am I going to do? So I brought a little journal with myself, and I was going to write in it and just get all the emotions out on a piece of paper, shut the thing, and figure it out. So I go and get coffee, and he's waking up as I'm shutting the door. So I take his little order for vanilla latte, and I come back.
I had to pretend like I was just waking up. And she said she got coffee, and she went and took it out on the balcony. She said, "Okay, thank you, I'll be out on the balcony in just a minute." And mustered up every bit of courage I had, try to maintain, cool. Went out there fully dressed, ready to go. Went into the safe, got the ring.
And he comes out, peeks over the balcony on either side, looks really suspicious, and then turns around, looks at me and goes, "So, got a question for you." I'm thinking, we normally start stuff like this. Do you want to go for breakfast here? Do you want to go just, I'm like, okay. I'm like, yeah, what's wrong? And he pulls out a little black box from his pocket. Doesn't register whatsoever. I'm just looking at this box thinking.
Turned around, tried to move the table back because I didn't have enough room. And she was looking at me kind of strange. She had been looking at me kind of strange for a couple days because I'd been doing things differently. I turned around, picked up the ring out of my pocket, held it in my hand for a couple seconds to get the last, okay, remain calm, don't start crying just yet. You got to get through this. I had an entire mini speech laid out. I had even the hours, minutes, days, from the time we met to the time we were standing on that balcony, written down, ready to go, part of my speech. Couldn't remember a bit of it.
He starts pushing the table that's on the balcony aside, starts getting down on one knee, and it still hasn't registered. I'm still looking at it. In fact, I'm trying to help him push the table out of the way. Really practical. And then he gets down on one knee, and then he starts with the words of, "Will you do me the honor?" And at that point, the penny drops, and any ideas I've ever had from a little girl of saying yes in the most ladylike way just went out the window.
I got down on one knee, put the box up in front of her and opened it up. And I started off with, "Would you please do me the honor of being my wife?" I got about halfway through that before I started babbling and crying. And by this point, it had registered with her and she was crying.
Because tears flooded down, I had bubbles coming out of my nose, and woo! And I still to this day do not remember what he said. Apparently the words were something like, "Will you do me the honor of being my wife?" And I'm kind of a blank for that bit afterwards. And all I remember afterwards now is crying. And he's sitting down at the side of me and he's looking at me really worried, and I don't know why. And I keep saying, repeating over and over, "They're happy tears, they're happy tears, they're happy tears." And then I realized, because he says, "Was that actually a yes?"
I didn't quite get a yes, but I remember a type of thing. So, long story short, I had to ask twice about whether or not she would marry me. And yes, the second time I asked, she gave me a yes, and a lot of happy tears.
What we're most looking forward to is little Sproglets.
Yeah, I think it's a family. I
Yeah.
believe. For me, definitely, and I know you
Yeah.
said the same.
Ready to start the family and have little kitties walking around.
Yeah.
Or running around.
Yes.
I think I can say it properly. It's little Sproglets.
Little Sproglets. Yeah. It's like I wanna see you play. See them chase after you, and you're exhausted after work, and you have to get up and go and play again. And I want to see dunking and have fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, can't wait for the family.
But besides that, I would say a lifetime of coming home to her smiling face, and knowing that when I'm heading home, and I pull into the driveway, that she's there, waiting for me.
Aww. Cute.
So, that'll never get old. Coming home and knowing that when I open the door, I'm gonna have a smiling face and a wagging tail to look forward to when I get home.
Aww.
So.
Cute.